Now we're going to switch gears again and check out the enhancements inside of Bridge CS4. In this video, we're mainly just going to cover some of the interface enhancements. If you want to follow along with the Bridge videos, it's not crucial that you do. This is the least crucial area to be able to follow along with, because you could use any of your files, and that's the idea, is you're using and managing your own photos and images. But if you want to follow along, I've included a Bridge zip file here. If you open up that zip file, you'll see as I open up the folder it's created, it's got about 30 photos inside of there, so you can follow along if you want to. Alright, so inside of Photoshop, if you don't know how to get to Bridge, you can always go to File, Browse in Bridge. There's also an icon right up here in that little application bar up at the top, and that'll launch Bridge for you. And then it opens up this program. Now, you've still got your photos in the center here, and the general layout hasn't changed much, but I'm going to go into this Bridge folder here because this is the photos that I'm going to be working with throughout the Bridge videos. Starting at the top, you know what, before I even start, I've got to show you my favorite feature. And my favorite feature about the interface is the ability to very quickly see a large preview. Because no longer do I have to come down here and make the thumbnail larger. I can click on a photo, hit the spacebar key. That gives me a large preview. If I want it back to the grid, hit spacebar again. Alright, so that's my favorite thing about the interface. But you've got some new buttons here at the top. You can get your photos from the camera. You can refine. We're going to talk about review mode, which is new in another video here. You can open up a photo straight into Camera Raw. So even if you're shooting in JPEG, you can open that photo into RAW just by clicking this button. You've also got an option here for output. We're going to cover in a whole nother video the ability to output to web or PDF right inside of Bridge too. You've got your workspace options up here at the top, and there's a little drop-down list to show you some of the presets inside here. Make sure you check them out because there are some good presets, and now you don't have to go dig into a menu to get to them. They're all going to be very easily achievable right here at the top. And then you've got a Spotlight-like search engine at the top. Okay, so if you use a Mac, it's kind of like the Spotlight that we always have at the top here. If you're using a PC, it's kind of like the Windows desktop search. It's always going to be there. Regardless of what you're doing inside of the program, you'll always be able to click inside here and search for something inside of Bridge. There's also a new breadcrumb trail, which shows you where you've been. Just click back to another folder, and then it shows you all the previous folders where you've come from. So that's pretty neat because it happens to me a lot where I do want to go back, and this just makes it easier. If you are experiencing some slowness with Bridge, Bridge really took a lot of heat because of that, especially when you go into a folder that's got photos inside of it and it takes a long time to build the previews. You can come right up here to these little icons, and you'll see that there's options for the thumbnail quality. Well, I can change those options in here. Instead of using the high quality, I can change it to maybe the embedded previews, and that's just going to build the previews here from the ones that are embedded in the image. It's going to make it faster. It's going to let you see your photos on screen here faster. You've got some the ability to come in here and filter. If you're using the star ratings or the labels for your photos, you can filter right from here. You can sort using the list. And then the last thing, which I think is actually a pretty neat feature for Bridge, is to be able to open a recently edited file. And I don't have to go up to the file menu or anywhere to do that now. There's a little icon right here in the interface. I click on it, and it's going to show me all the recent images that I've opened. So I can come straight back to this. I don't have to navigate to the folder to get there. I can come right inside here and go to any recent images. Okay, that's not all there is to Bridge. This is mostly just interface stuff, which I think it did get quite a bit of a facelift when you look at some of the things that make it easier to get around. But in the next videos here, we're going to cover some of the really new functions that you're going to want to know about.